Okay, so why do I think JLT is going to be one of the best locations to invest in? So this can be broken down into three simple categories, which is the location, the price, and the demographics. So I've just parked my car and this will give you an idea of what JLT is like. So you've got these lakes around here, and what I like about when there's lakes in the middle of communities, it gives you a lot more sense of space. So for example, look around me, there's all these high tower rises, but because you've got the lake in the middle, it gives you a lot more sense of space, which I prefer compared to areas like Business Bay or downtown. So I'm just gonna walk you through the area. So it's all very green, there's lots of walkways, paths, so it's actually a lot greener compared to somewhere like the Dubai Marina. So that's why it is preferred by families. So look around me here, I've got all this greenery, trees, and that is something which Dubai lacks. That is something which the Dubai Marina lacks. So for me, for example, just suddenly walking through and having the nature, and you can hear birds. Right now it's early in the morning and I can hear birds, and it's a very pleasant area to be around. And this is the park I was telling you about. This actually used to be a lake, but then they turned it into a park, which was a very good idea because there's not too many green spaces like this in Dubai, especially in tower communities. So having this for dogs, for kids, it's a really, really nice thing. So you've got a kids park over here, and in the distance, you see that tower right in the back. So that is DMCC Tower, and that will be uptown. So that is why I think JLT is going to be a very good area. Okay, so I'm just going to go show you something which is very Dubai. We've got this thing here. I don't really know what it is. It's almost like a glorified lamppost, but it's good for showing you the location. This map right here, so this is the Dubai Marina, this is JBR Beach, this is Sheikh Zayed Road. Sheikh Zayed Road is the main road which runs through Dubai. And then right here we've got JLT. So again, we've got lake, surrounded by this is clusters. Me here, so this is where the park is. And then you've got another lake here. So all around here is walkways, which people can use. And there's so many restaurants. It's actually one of my favorite places to go grab food. This is just showcasing that JLT is a very, very popular and very family orientated community. So like I mentioned, JLT is very well connected. It's right next to the Dubai Marina, and it's going to be right next to this new development called Uptown. The reason why this is very, very important is because with any new development, especially if it's going to be commercially led like Uptown is with a big office tower, that means you're going to be bringing in residents who are going to want to work there. So that puts JLT in a very unique position where you're going to have a big influx of workers, and when there's a big influx of workers, people want to live near that location. So what that does, that increases demand, and with increased demand you get increased rents and hopefully capital appreciation. So that is a massive benefit of being located next to Uptown. Also, what you've got to remember is right next to the Dubai Marina and very close to the beach. So it doesn't have just the pull from residents, but because it's very well located, it's also got a pull from tourists. Again, increased demand. Finally, what you've got to remember, very similar to the Dubai Marina, all the supply in JLT has been built. So that means you're going to get lots of increased demand with not a lot of increasing supply. So therefore it puts you in a very good position to benefit from increased rents and increased capital values. So if we actually look at the demographic who wants to be in JLT, I would say it's a lot more family orientated compared to a place like the Dubai Marina. It's got parks, it's got greenery, it's got playgrounds, so it's very family and orientated. So if we're thinking it's family orientated, you've got to be thinking, okay, what do families want? So families will want more than a one bedroom. They're probably looking for 2-bedroom apartments. Therefore, if you find a good 2-bedroom apartment, that is an interesting play. Okay, so why do I think JLT is going to be one of the best locations to invest in? So this can be broken down into three simple categories, which is the location, the price, and the demographics. So if we're looking at the location first, I've already explained it's very, very centrally located in Dubai. It's also right next to Uptown, which is going to be a commercially led residential district. Also in JLT, there's lots of offices where people want to live. So that is why the location is very, very good. So if we're looking at the price is a lot more affordable than the Dubai Marina. So if the price is more affordable, you can get better yields. Also, like I've explained, there's lots of development which is happening around JLT, which means people are looking at JLT as a place to live. For example, if you come to Dubai and your office is located in Uptown, JLT is going to be one of the locations you're going to potentially look at. Also, as areas like the Dubai Marina become more expensive, places like JLT, more and more people are going to go look to. So this can have the effect of one, rising rents, and two, rising capital values. And that's exactly what we've seen in JLT over the past couple of years. So the third big thing is demographics. Dubai's population is exploding astronomically at the moment, and supply is struggling to keep up with demand at this very point in time. And lots of developers are building all across Dubai to meet that demand. So when there is increased supply, that can suppress capital values and also rents to some extent if demand slows down. However, the interesting thing about JLT is all the supply has been built. And if we're looking at who's moving into Dubai, there's lots of young people and lots of families. And at some point, these young people, such as myself, we're going to be looking at having families. And like I've shown you, JLT is a very family-orientated community. This therefore means if there's lots of young people and families who are moving into Dubai, they're going to be looking at communities such as JLT. This therefore creates the opportunity that if you buy a 2 or a 3-bedroom apartment, which families can use and enjoy, you can benefit from 1, stable rents, which hopefully should increase over the long term, and 2, capital appreciation, because people will demand to live here. For this reason, I think JLT is a very good investment opportunity if you invest in the right tower. It's very, very important you invest in the correct tower, because in JLT there's a lot of towers which are very poorly designed, overcrowded, and aren't very pleasant to be in. So for this reason, you've got to invest in the right property and watch this video here from the top 5 developers in Dubai. Don't forget to like and subscribe.